we'll see Derek Carr. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Saints and the Falcons, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they're in a real groove of late, winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
It looks like one of the DBs has it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. Difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here we go. Here we go.
Algier now up the middle.
They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And complete to Drake London.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta.
And every time you step on a... always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. All right, check in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
22 carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, this is Robinson.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
Going play action, Ritter. And that one into the hands of Shepard downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, And we'll step aside for a moment.
Carr now on first down.
There's Chris Olave.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
To throw, it's Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now Carr.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Carr going to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On first down, Carr.
Going right back to Michael Thomas.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also,
and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
That is caught.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to...
Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Hey, check that.
Now the extra point up and good by Auburn.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kicks away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Seven, our score after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time.
He'll buy some time right.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
On the give, it's Algier.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Brought down by Zach Harrison.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now Carr. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now.
Now they'll throw with Carr.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be Falcon football.
A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense get set to go again. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Ritter back to throw.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a 1st down.
1st down. Here's Ritter.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal.
He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Carr.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Carr now to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
the sack. Down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Thomas.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Here's Ritter.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now a 2nd and 6. Ritter now.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Going play action. Ritter.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
It's so difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. And what a Good job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Dak Prescott, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. It was a former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson, who was tough to stop in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Carr now on first down. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Carr completes it. Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 22. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Carr. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Carr to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 26. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he powers his way up past the 30. Demario Davis there on the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ritter off the play fake.
Steps away. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Bowden now to return.
Well, not only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Carr's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
Just more of the same here. That's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've worked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another 1st down.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Troy Anderson
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 15. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
And London, the motion man right. Ritter on 1st and 10.
And that's complete to Shepard. Touchdown, Falcons. Shepard, 57 yards.
And the Falcons add 6 to their lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Coup for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Oh, some strong running.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Shotgun now for Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now Carr. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That is caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
One down.
Here's Carr now going to fake the jet sweep and throw off play action.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So out come the Falcons now.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Ritter with it after the play fake. This pass is caught by London.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up the 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Play action. Now it's Carr.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw his Carr. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now, Carr again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Carr now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Again, it's Carr. He completes it to Jones. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again. Here the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
122 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Going play action. Ritter
on the move to his left. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The recipe's pretty simple, I think. Right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Ritter from the gun on third down. Little out route here, complete to Shepard.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to swell the lead to 6. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. So time for Carr and the Saints. Down by 6. Just under 2 minutes to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Now Carr. Able to find Jones. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Pass complete, Thomas.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Throwing his Carr. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Meanwhile, Carr's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Carr. He gets it to Thomas. He He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The left side completion to Jones. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's first and goal. A Carr, he wants to change up the look here. Carr to throw.
He's got it. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. And now the attention on the Falcons offense. Trailing by a point, 33 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Here's Ritter. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Ritter completes this to Jefferson. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Now Ritter.
Flush to his right.
And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ritter wants to throw it.
And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the
You
football.
want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Maybe looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one there. They took a shot, hoping to find a way to sneak into field goal range, but it's incomplete. And now with time almost gone, the task gets much more difficult.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Back to throw. Ritter.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now